Happening today in our cultural atlas, it has been over 30 years since something of this magnitude has happened in America. Now we have a chance to experience it firsthand. The moon will soon be passing between the Earth and Sun, creating the Great American Eclipse. Here to tell us all how to experience the 2017 eclipse across America is the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science's Space Director, Jim Greenhouse. Jim, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
This is always fun. Planetary science I absolutely love. So tell us about this eclipse that's coming, this big event.
So this particular total eclipse of the sun will be visible across the entire United States. However, I've got a map over there that'll show you the path where the eclipse will actually be total.
Okay.
So it's a pretty narrow path all the way from Oregon to South Carolina.
Okay.
Unfortunately, here in New Mexico, we will not be able to look at the sun directly because the sun will not be totally eclipsed. It'll be around 73 or 74% eclipsed here.
Okay.
So I've brought with me this morning a large number of ways in which you can actually view the sun safely.
Yeah.
One way is if you've got a telescope at home that's been sitting in the back of your closet collecting dust, you can actually turn that into a really effective eclipse viewer.
Really?
And I brought one here with me this morning.
Okay.
You'll see that where the eyepiece normally is, that there's an unusual looking device there.
Right.
It's actually a funnel that I modified so that you can actually get an image of the sun to project in the end of that funnel.
Really?
And so I like using, you can actually project the sun through a telescope like that, but I like using that method because you have to be careful if you project the sun. You got to make sure nobody actually looks through the eyepiece of the telescope because that's worse than just staring at the sun with just your eyes,
Sure.
right? So that's one way to do it.
Okay. What about these over
So
here?
we've got a whole lot of other things.
Yeah.
So we've got other direct ways that you can view the sun. We've got some eclipse glasses, which are on sale at the store at the Museum of Natural History.
Well, you can't see anything.
And you can see they're very stylish,
Yeah,
but also they
very.
will completely protect your eyes so that you can look directly at the sun through those. We also have on sale at the store these little eclipse cards that you can use to view the sun directly. I also built a cereal box viewer.
So how did you do this? Tell us about this.
In the end of that, you'll see that there's a dark piece of glass. This is actually, I brought another one here with me this morning. This is actually a piece of shade 14 welder's glass.
Okay.
Make sure it's shade 14. Anything that's lighter than that will not protect your eyes sufficiently.
Okay.
Now, it's kind of hard to just hold this up to your eyes and you know, the glare of the sun's going to be around it. But if you put one in the end of a cereal box like this, then you can look in this end, up at the sun, and you can actually, the glare of the sun will be blocked, and then you can actually look at the sun safely.
So that you can do something like this to really block out that
exactly
ambient
like
light.
that.
Okay.
And you can also put one of these in front of a camera or something like that if you want to try to take a picture. So we've got that. We've got some little solar filters that you can put on the end of a camera also, or over a pair of binoculars.
Okay.
I actually brought this with me this morning. I've got a little lens that I bought for a cell phone, and then I took a pair of eclipse glasses and cut them in half and put a little ring around it, and so you can actually use that as a solar filter if you want to try to take a picture or stream the eclipse or something like that.
Wow, okay. That's great because a lot of people doing that. They're going to want to use their smartphone, that technology, so this is a great solution for that.
These are all direct ways to view the sun. There are also some projection ways to view the sun.
Okay.
We have some pinhole projectors. This is some official ones that we're going to actually be handing out tomorrow night as supplies last. And this has a little hole in the middle of it, you'll notice.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the card are instructions on how you can use that little hole to project an image of the sun.
Wow.
And just in case you thought I brought a cardboard box, the box that I actually brought all this stuff in here with this morning is actually an eclipse viewer itself. So what I did is cut a hole in the end of it. You can use either aluminum foil or cardstock. I actually used both, and I put several holes in it to see which one works best. And then when you hold that up, actually you're supposed to hold it up like this. Hold it up to the sun.
You see the projection in there.
You can actually see the projection on that white piece of paper that I taped inside the box.
Now, before we lose time, Jim, you have an event tomorrow night going on at the museum that's going to get ready, everyone get ready to make these. Tell us about that.
So the eclipse is happening on August the 21st. We want people to have some time to build any of these things that they want. So tomorrow night on August the 4th, we have an event at the museum to get people prepared for the eclipse. There will be no eclipse tomorrow, but you can come to the museum, you can learn how to build any of these things, how to use them safely, and get ready for the eclipse.
Fantastic. New Mexico Natural History Museum. Go out tomorrow night, learn how to do this safely, folks. Again, we want to talk safety with this. If you want more information on the Great American Eclipse and how the New Mexico Cultural Atlas is going to help with that, head over to foxnewmexico.com.